Good morning, students. It's me, your political science teacher. So, today we discuss about the topic Director Principles of State Policy. So, these are the principles directed to state while making policies. So, where we get the concept of Director Principles of State Policy? The concept of Director Principle of State Policy was borrowed from the Irish Constitution. The makers of the Constitution of India were influenced by the Irish nationalist movement. So, principles have been inspired by the directive principles given in the Constitution of Ireland. So, our constitution makers and the constitution framers are very much inspired and influenced by the directive principles which are mentioned in the Ireland Constitution. So, it is also called the principle of Gandhism, and it also related to the social and justice economic welfare. These principles laid down that there should be a socially and economically justice in the country. For providing the social and economic justice to the citizens of the India, the constitution makers give these principles to the government of India. So while making the policies, they have to take care of that principles, and every government of India, every government should follow these principles. So it is also for the foreign policy and legal and the administrative matters also. So what is the definition of the directive principles? What is the meaning of the directive principles? So directive principle of state policies are guidelines to the central and the state government of India to be kept in mind while framing laws and policies. So these are the guidelines. So these are not the fundamental rights, these are not the rights, but these are the guidelines for the government of the India. So whenever they framing the laws or policies for the people of the country, for the welfare of the people of the country, so they kept in mind these principles while framing the policies. So these provisions contained in the part 4 of the Constitution of India. So like fundamental rights are in the part 3rd of the Indian Constitution, and directive principles are in the part 4 of the Indian Constitution. So one more thing is that these are not enforceable by any court. So unlike fundamental rights are enforceable by any court, means if anybody violate our fundamental rights, so we have right to move to the court for the enforcement of our fundamental right. But these are not enforceable by any court if state government did not follow any of the directive principle while making the policy, so we have no right to move to the court. But the principle laid down there are the considered fundamental in the governance of the country. Very important line. These are not enforceable, but these are fundamental in the governance. These are the fundamental in the governance of the country, making it the duty of the state to apply these principles in making law to establish a just society in the country. It is a responsibility of the state, it is a duty of the state government to apply these principles while making the laws. Why they have to kept in mind while making the laws these principles? Because of to establish a just society. Just society means a welfare society to provide the social and economic justice to the people of the country. So fundamental rights give us the civil and political right, and directive principle of state policies give us the social and economic justice. So we call that these are not enforceable, but these are fundamental in governance, means these are the base of the governance. So any political party who govern the country, who has power in the center, but every political party who had run the country, they they should follow these principles because it is the fundamental in the governance of the country. So what are the characteristics of the directive principles of state policy? To create social and economic conditions under which the citizens can lead a good life, establish social and economic democracy through a welfare state. So what is the welfare state? Welfare state means where there is a social and economic justice is there, that is called a welfare state. So they act as a yardstick in the hands of the people to measure the performance of the government. Directive principles are non-justiciable rights of the people. Directive principles, though not justiciable, but are fundamental in the governance of the country, that we discussed. So directive principles are in the part 4th of the Indian Constitution and under Article 36 to 51. So Article 36 gives us the definition of the state. It not give the any guideline to the state, but it just provide what is the definition of the state, just like the Article 12. So the state includes government and Parliament of India, the government and the state legislature of each of the states, all local and other authorities within the territory of India under the control of the government of India. These all include called a state. So Article 17 क्या बोलता है? Article 17 said application of these principles means these principles are applicable, not adjustable. These principles are applicable, not adjustable. So these provisions contained in this part shall not be enforced by any court, but these principles there is laid down fundamental in the governance the country. It shall be duty of state to apply these principles while making laws. Means application of principle means it is the duty of the state to apply these principles while making laws. So next article is Article 38. State to secure social order for the promotion of the welfare of the state. Welfare of the state means for the welfare program providing the proper education and for the improvement of the environment. These are the welfares for the people. So secure the social order. So what is the social order? Social order means justice, social, economic and political. Social order means justice, social, economic and political. So Article 39 contains certain principle of policy to be followed by the state. So it contains certain principles of the policies. Which principles? Equal right to men and women means state have to make such kind of policies so every man and woman get the equal right. Ownership of the resources, so that the resources should be distributive like that between the rich and the poor, so everyone should get the equal ownership of the resources, just like the land reforms is there. So because of the landlords have the excess of the land, by land reform, by the Jimedari System Act, the government restrict the land holders that you didn't get the much land ceiling is there. So जो land ceiling means कि रिस्ट्रिक्ट कर दिया कि अगर आपके पास 100 एकड़ ज़मीन है तो आप 20 ही रख सकते हो, बाकी जो है वो स्टेट जो है वो उसको ले लेगी और जो लैंडलेस लोग हैं उनको वो उस पर डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर देगी, मींस ऑनरशिप ऑफ रिसोर्सेज. सो ऐसी पॉलिसी बनाओ जिसमें रिसोर्सेज जो हैं वो भी इक्वली डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हों, रिच जो हैं वो रिच और रिचर ना हो, पुअर जो हैं वो पुअर ना रहें. तो दैट शुड बी अ सोशलिस्टिक सोसाइटी, हम इसे सोशलिज्म भी कहते हैं. यहाँ पे इस आर्टिकल 39 में ये डील्स विद द सोशलिज्म. सो इसीलिए हम डायरेक्टिव प्रिंसिपल्स को सोशलिस्टिक प्रिंसिपल भी कहते हैं, बिकॉज इट ऑल्सो इन्फ्लुएंस और इट ऑल्सो इंस्पायर बाय द सोशलिज्म. सो इक्वल पे फॉर इक्वल वर्क, प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ चिल्ड्रन. So Article 39A, equal justice and free legal aid. Equal justice एवरीवन शुड गेट द इक्वल जस्टिस एंड फ्री लीगल एड मीन्स हर कोई जो है वो लीगल एड जो है वो अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकता. अगर कोई पुअर है जो वो लॉयर को हायर नहीं कर सकता. रिच कैन हायर द लॉयर्स बट नॉट द पुअर कैन हायर द लॉयर्स. तो इसीलिए लीगल एड जो है वो फ्री कर दी गई. आर्टिकल 40 ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑफ द विलेज पंचायत. सो दिस इज़ द क्वेश्चन. विलेज पंचायत तो बन गई हैं. अब ये गाइडलाइंस क्या हैं? ये गाइडलाइंस जब कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन फ्रेमर ने डॉक्टर B.R. अम्बेडकर ने ये कहा कि जब उन्होंने ये गाइडलाइंस बनाई, जब फ्रेम किया, तो उन्होंने कहा कि अभी नहीं, राइट नाउ हमारा कंट्री या हमारे पीपल इस स्टेट में नहीं है कि वो जो है विलेज पंचायत की ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को समझ पाएंगे. तो लेटर ये गाइडलाइन दे दी स्टेट को कि बाद में लेटर आपने क्या करना है, आपने पॉलिसी बनानी है. कौन सी पॉलिसी? जिसमें विलेज पंचायत हो, जिसमें लोकल गवर्नमेंट हो, लोकल सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट हो, लोग उसमें पार्टिसिपेट करें. एक थर्ड लेवल ऑफ गवर्नमेंट आपको बनाना है. तो दिस इज़ द गाइडलाइन टू द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ द country. So later by the 73rd Amendment Act, so village panchayat was introduced in the country.